Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile2708 back again with another pickups video. Still playing catch up as always with my pickups videos. So this is a charity shop visit that myself and the girlfriend went on a couple of weeks ago. As you can tell from the thumbnail, it's a big charity shop called Daisy Chain. Not too sure if they're throughout the country or not, but there is a big Daisy Chain up here in the northeast. We tend to try and get across to it maybe once a month, once every couple of months. They do everything from furniture to bric-a-brac to toys, clothes, and obviously DVDs. So probably the last couple of visits I've been into, I've come out with a bag full of DVDs. They've probably got about, I don't know, off the top of my head, a couple of thousand DVDs in there. So I'm always going through the shelves and having a good old look. And at £3 for £1, like I say, I always come out with a decent bag full. No change on this visit. So was a nice warm day when me and the girlfriend went in there, and I was obviously wearing my t-shirt. The chap saw my horror tattoos, one of the members of staff in there, and he was like, "Oh, you're into your horror." He said, "Over there on the shelf," he said, "there's a decent chunk of horror." And then I think 5 minutes later, he come from out the back and said, "Oh, here we go. I've just sorted out some more horror for you to have a look through." So yeah, I was in my element. So a nice nice mixture actually. There's documentary, there's comedy, there's horror, obviously, and there's a CD as well. So something for everybody in this video, I think. So we'll start off with the CD first. So we have, there we go, excuse the light, there we go, Extreme Porno Graffiti. So album I used to listen to growing up, absolutely fantastic album. Like I say, all of my stuff to show on pickups is in carrier bags over the other side of the movie room, but as soon as I got back I took this CD out and I was playing it the next day. So brilliant CD. If you haven't heard of Extreme, then definitely recommend giving them a listen to. Decent rock metal band. So there we go, there's Extreme Porno Graffiti. Alright, quick slurp of coffee. Right, a couple of horrors next. So mixture with the horrors. Some of them I've seen before, others I knew about but I hadn't seen, and other ones are just complete blind buys. Ones with decent covers, but more than likely a really bad film. But at £3 for £1, as always, I thought, right, I'll pick it up, add it into the collection, give it at least a one-time watch. If it's any good, it can stay in the collection. If it's terrible, then I'll donate it to the charity shop. So, it is what it is. So first one, I don't think this is one that I've seen before. Just say at the top, the best UK horror film of the year, and that's from Gore Zone magazine. So there we go, The Zombie Diaries. So if anyone has seen this one before, let me know in the comments what I'm letting myself in for, if it's a good one or if it's a stinker. So Zombie Diaries, it says dark, uncompromising and frighteningly real, and that's from eatmybrains.com. So we'll see what it's like. Might be worth a watch. So a bloody powerhouse of a horror movie. Okie dokie, well there we go, that's the first one guys anyway, Zombie Diaries. Next up, one of the Stephen King ones that I had on my list to pick back up again. I think I've only ever seen it once before. I don't remember too much about it, but it is one that I wanted to rewatch through again, and it is Dreamcatcher. So I think this was another one of these made for TV movies, I think. I honestly don't remember anything about it. Obviously, the writing on the back far too small for my my dodgy eyesight to read when it was made and how long it runs for. But yeah, any fans of this one, let me know in the comments. So there we go. There's Dreamcatcher. Right. Next up, hopefully going to be a decent action film. Certainly not one that I've seen before. Looks as though it's a prison action film. And it's a movie called Screwed. So, must obviously be a British action prison film. Can't even see who's in it. Jamie Foreman, Noel Clarke. I kind of recognise the guy there. If anybody knows, let me know. But yeah, hopefully going to be a decent watch. Says scary, gritty, brutal. A Reg Travis film. Everyone serves their time. Based on the best-selling book by Ronnie Thompson. So yeah, never seen it before, but for £3 for £1, figured I'd give it a watch. Next up, this was part of a 3-movie box set that I picked up. I'd already got some of the movies from that box set on the shelf behind me. So I'll pass those couple over to the girlfriend and her lad. But the one I needed out of it was Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3. So again, another movie I haven't seen for a long time. So looking forward to going through these all in order actually once I've got the full set of them. So obviously Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original from 1974, being one of my all-time favourite horror movies. So there we go, that's that one. Next up, movie that I have seen before, only ever seen it once that I recall, and I thought it was decent. It is Stakeland. So, the American horror film of the year, absolutely stunning. See this film at any cost, and it's the double disc edition. So, thankfully, both discs are in there, and yeah, loaded with special features. Says on the back, forget what you know about horror, this one's a game changer. So yeah, looking forward to giving this one a second watch. There we go, Stakeland. Next up, I've got the first one of these on the horror unit behind me. This one came with a slipcover as well, so double the bonus, and it is Outpost 3. So who doesn't love a German Nazi zombie? So there you go, some slippy action for those of you that enjoy it. So there you go. Great cover, enjoyed the original Outpost movie. Don't think I've ever seen Outpost 3 before. Still need to grab Outpost 2, but that's a cheap as chips one to grab when I'm ready. So, but yeah, wasn't going to turn this one down as part of the £3 for £1 offer. So, Outpost 3. Right, quick slurp. Right. Next up, fourth one in the series of this one, but first one that I've got back into my collection again. I think they might have done it as a box set as well. I will try and track the original or the first 3 of these movies down before I give this one a watch, so I will try to watch them through in order. But we have Wishmaster 4. So I don't remember too much about the Wishmaster series. I think they were a set of films that came out either in the 80s or the 90s. I don't remember too much about them. But yeah, there we go, Wishmaster 4. But I will try, like I say, track the first 3 down and have a watch through them. So there we go, there's Wishmaster 4. Next up, a football hooligan movie that I haven't seen before. One I've heard a lot about over the years, and I think it's a decent one. And it's done by the director of Football Factory, and it is The Firm. So that's that one. If anyone has seen this one, let me know if it's one of the better hooligan movies that's been done. Was a big fan of Football Factory and Green Street, so I'm hoping this is a good watch as well. So there we go, The Firm. One I have seen once before, but I don't recall if it was one that I enjoyed or not. I'll have to have a look on my my letterbox. But it is Wilderness. So I think this one's a creature feature, if I remember rightly. Sent away on a military boot camp, a group of young offenders arrive on an uninhabited island only to find they are not alone. A psychopathic hunter lies in wait, snaring his victims with imaginative booby traps, ravenous dogs, and some truly deadly weaponry. From the director of Death Watch, horror and violence bursts onto the screen in this masterfully choreographed, Jesus Christ, my eyes, choreographed survival thriller. So, Scum meets dog soldiers, apparently. So, again, like I say, I'm going to have to check on my letterbox to see if it was one I enjoyed or not. But it looks decent from the right up on the back of the box, and the pictures are along with it. So, there we go. There's Wilderness. Next up, thought I'd struck it lucky with this one. It's a 2-movie set. Jason Statham in The Transporter. So I thought, yeah, I want Transporter 1 and 2. Not fussed on Transporter 3, if I remember. Yeah, if I remember rightly, I don't think Jason Statham's in the third one. Can't quite remember. But yeah, I wanted the first 2 Transporter movies. Absolutely brilliant action movies. Got it back. And there's Transporter 2 and 3 in there. Not Transporter 1 and 2 as on the box. Oh no, Jason Statham is in the third one. So I thought for some reason, unless I'm getting it mixed up with the likes of Triple X, where they didn't carry through the original actor. But yeah, Transporter 3, so it has got Jason Statham. Obviously, you know, I didn't rate it as high as 1 and 2 because I've completely forgotten what that he was even in it. So, but spoiler alert, in one of the bags over there, I did manage to pick up Transporter 2, and I managed to pick up, I think, Transporter 3. So I'll be able to fudge 3 proper physical copies out of what I've managed to grab lately. So there we go, Transporter collection, but it's 2 and 3 in this box for now. Next up, got the first 2 of these on Blu-ray. I am looking to collect the full set of them as and when I see them out in the wild. So we have Paranormal Activity 3. So quite a while since I've seen this one. Again, it's another franchise I'm looking to rewatch all the way through over the coming weeks. So yeah, I've got, was it, yeah, 1 and 2 on the Blu-ray shelf down there, and then like I say, saw Paranormal Activity 3 in the 3 for £1. So yeah, would have been rude not to. So there we go, Paranormal Activity 3. And this is more than likely, I think it was probably one of these that were in Poundland as part of their Halloween special years ago. I seem to remember. So it's one with a a slip cover, and the cover looks really good. But I'm guessing it's going to be an absolutely terrible movie. More so because it's also pinching the name off a classic as part of the title, and it is Night of the Living Dead Resurrection. So there we go. But yeah, cool cover. Bit of slippy. There we go. But yeah, anything that tries to make money off a classic title, you can guarantee, if I check it on IMDb, after finishing this video, it's probably going to get like a 2.5 or a 3 out of 10. But we'll see. You never know. It might be a pleasant surprise. So I doubt it. So there we go. Night of the Living Dead Resurrection. Right, one more pile to go, guys. So let me just shift these ones forward. Right, another quick slurp. How are we doing for time? 16 minutes, so yeah, we're not too bad. Try and keep this under half an hour if we can. Movie that I have seen before, Splinter. So quite a novel horror movie, this one. It is one that I used to have in the collection a couple of years ago when I had the decent collection that we've spoken about in many a video before, that I'm looking over the coming years of rebuilding again. So Splinter, I think I got this one, if I recall, around the same sort of time that I picked up Slither and Teeth. So I think I've got Slither on the shelf over there, and I'm not too sure if I've picked Teeth back up yet. So again, that's another very odd movie, let's say, if you haven't seen it before. So but yeah, was pleased to grab this one back in the original red case. So Splinter. So it says on the back, awesome, you don't watch it, you survive it. A sensational horror debut, terrific stuff. So yeah, looking forward to rewatching that one again. Next up, documentary. This is one of the Michael Moore's ones. I've mentioned before, massively into my conspiracy theory stuff. So Michael Moore very much ticks that box for me. And none better than his documentary Fahrenheit 9/11. Obviously all on about the atrocities that happened on 9/11 all those years ago. But yeah, really good documentary, this one. This is the first of Michael Moore's documentaries that I've got back into the collection again. I have seen Sicko, I think it's called, where he talks about the American Health Service, and also Super Size Me as well. So both of those are ones I'm looking to grab back for the collection. Normally see those quite regularly in the charity shops, so hopefully I'll get those couple back soon and get them rewatched again. But for now, probably my favourite one of his that I've seen so far, Fahrenheit 9/11. Next up, one of the After Dark movies. So I think I've picked a couple of these up recently. Remember getting these years ago from the likes of Granger Games, and I had a decent chunk of them on Blu-ray a couple of years ago as well. Majority aren't the best of films, but you know, if you take them for what they are, then you know they're a half decent watch, and there is the odd gem amongst them. This one still had its original slipcover. So we have Prowl. There we go. Slippy. And it says an intensity that borders on insane. Can't remember. Again, I'll have to check on my Letterboxd if this was one that I enjoyed or not of the After Dark series. So I think I've either picked up or I've seen it locally on the CEX app. I think it's called Rogue River. That's another one of these After Dark ones. And then I think there was one called, was it Tusk or Task? But yeah, there's they did quite a few over the years, so you know that'll be a nice little subset. There you go, James. I've said it. A nice little subset to get back into the collection again. So there we go. There's Prowl. Next up, a Robert Englund movie. Now I think I've seen this one before, but I haven't seen the original, and it is 2001 Maniacs. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen this one before and quite enjoyed it, but I haven't seen the original 2001 Maniacs. But again, I know that one's another one that's quite highly spoken about. So looking forward to tracking that original one down and giving it a first time watch when I can. So 2001 Maniacs. Next up, probably another one of these Poundland specials. Again, this one's still got the slipcover on it, and it is a movie called Dead Cert. So I seem to remember somebody talking about this one on a YouTube video I watched recently. I'm sure it was Dead Cert. I'm gonna have to double check my list now, because as and when I watch YouTube videos for people that are into the movies and stuff like that, if it's a movie that piques my interest, then I look it out on Amazon, or I'll look for it on eBay. If it's a cheap one, I'll get through Music Magpie, or I'll add it to my CX list. And I'm sure somebody has spoken about this one recently, but not too sure. But yeah, talking about that, movie recommendations and stuff like that. Been watching channel recently, Pedro's Movie Cavern. Really knowledgeable guy. I love how down to earth he is, and how honest and blunt he is about certain movies. But I've had a watch of his movie collection overview. His latest video that he put up this morning, and again I've added a few more to my my list to pick up. So again, if you like watching these types of movie pickups videos, out and about videos, he's amazingly knowledgeable on his movie stuff, who's in them, who's directed them, of the movies they've been into, and all of that sort of thing. So I will put a link to his channel in the description, guys. Head over and check his channel out. But yeah, Dead Cert. So let's have a look. Craig Fairbrass. So I'm sure it is one that I've heard spoken about recently. He was obviously in Rise of the Foot Soldier. It says Craig Fairbrass is working his way into the East End London big league with the opening of his nightclub, but soon realises he's made a grave mistake building it on the sacred land of Dante Livenko, otherwise known as Vampire Legend. So yeah, looks as though it might be an alright British vampire movie, potentially. So if anyone has seen it, again, let me know in the comments. So there we go, Dead Cert. Next up, another one with a slip. Decent cover, potentially absolutely dog shit, but like I say, 3 for £1. I'm gonna pick them up, give them a punt, and it is Hammer of the Gods. So there we go, more zombie goodness by the looks of it. Set in Viking Britain, 871 AD. Hammer of the Gods is a visceral, intense tale set in a world whose only language is violence. Violent, bloody, and incredibly entertaining. So, there we go. Slippy. There's the back of the box there for anyone that is interested. I doubt many people have seen this one before. Like I say, it's probably so bad it's terrible, but we shall see. Hammer of the Gods. This one, shame it's not the actual one I want. This is, well, not this one, but the original is the only one that I'm missing from my original George A. Romero set. This is remake Day of the Dead, so still need to get the 1985 release back into my collection. Disappointingly, I did take it to, I was in a local CEX, they had got it in stock, took it to the counter, and the disc that was inside was the 2007 remake. So I was destined to end up picking it up either way, but sadly I didn't get the 1985 release, but I did come back from this particular charity shop with the 2007 remake in the correct case. So don't think it's supposed to be that good. Sadly, not as good a remake as the Dawn of the Dead remake was in 2004. But yeah, I'll give it another watch and see how I get on with it, but not one I'm expecting to like anymore this time around. So we'll give it a go anyway. So there we go, Day of the Dead remake. Right. And to finish, guys, we have a few comedies. Robert De Niro and Zac Efron. Dirty Grandpa. Again, seen this one a couple of times before. Always one I enjoy. Always one I have a laugh with. So, yeah, was looking forward to getting this one back into the collection and giving it another watch. So, there we go. Dirty Grandpa. I think most people will have seen this one. Again, it says on the back, De Niro's funniest performance since Meet the Parents. Oh, dear me. Next up, Jesus, that made me eyes water. A double stand-up box set. First thing I saw when I went to the DVD section in Daisy Chain, this one was. I couldn't grab it quick enough. Big fan of Jeff Dunham's humour, and obviously little Ahmed the terrorist on the front. Very politically incorrect, but that's me all over. So you've seen before where I've picked up Chubby Brown stand up. I've picked up Jim Davidson and all of that sort of thing. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, all of those stand ups. Thoroughly enjoy them. And Jeff Dunham with Ahmed the terrorist and what's his other name? What's the old guy? I can't remember the old guy's name now. Walter, isn't it? Yeah, and then he's got Peanut as well. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So this box set contains Spark of Insanity and the very special Christmas special. So there we go. Those two there. So yeah, really looking forward to checking both of those out. I think I've already seen Spark of Insanity when I was on the dark side with a Netflix subscription. So there we go. That's that one. And let's have a look. Which one's which? That one, then that one. Right. So next up, a Dirty Sanchez DVD. I'd picked up the first half of season 1. For those of you that don't know, they did a season 1 box set which has 2 DVDs in, and they did the same with season 2 and season 3, where they have 2 feature DVDs in each one. So I'd picked up the first half of season 1, which I think is called Front End, and this is the second part of season 2, which is Rear End. So recently rewatched the oh my life, Dirty Sanchez, brain fog. Recently rewatched Dirty Sanchez, the movie from 2006. Me and Ghost Lou sat chuckling away to it, thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm trying to get the full set of these. So that's season 1 complete now with Rear End. So obviously you've got Dayton, Pancho, Pritchard and Dan Joyce. See them on the back there. So mentioned them before. If you haven't heard of them, they're basically like a Welsh extreme equivalent of Jackass. So, but yeah, so that's season 1 complete. And then finally we have, there you go, and that's season 2 now complete. So, which is, let's have a look, Jobs for the Boyos, the lighter side, and then Jobs for the Boyos, the darker side. So there we go. So just got season 3, which is European Invasion, to get hold of now. Spoiler alert, the box set may be in one of those bags I haven't shown on a pickups video as yet. So there we go, guys. That's my my latest pickups video for now. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts were. Like I say, 30 odd DVDs there, which I think came out at a tenner for the lot. So can't complain at those. A few that I have seen before that I'm looking forward to rewatching, and some blind buys there that may or may not be terrible. We shall see. Anyway, guys, as always, please remember to like, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now.